Today, we are going to be diving into G-I-DLE's brand new title track called Klaxon. And I'm going to show you guys what I found after 10 watches/listens. We're going to dive into this together. You guys ready for this? Here we go.
What time is it now? Time for summer.
1 second.
What time is it now?
I was right. Guys, check this out. This is so cool. So if you're at this part right here in the video, you're just going to see what looks like just some normal traffic, and you're just like, cool, what a nice way of starting off the video. But what we don't realize, if you just pass right over this real quickly, is that the girls are literally in one of the cars right here. In this middle car right here. You can literally see Soyeon's bright orange hair she's rocking for this comeback. You can see her driving, and then there's Shua in the passenger seat, and then whoever else is back there with the rest of them, of course. But anyways, regardless, that's a really nice touch, and the way I figured that out actually is if you go ahead a little bit here to this part, you can see the car matches up exactly with the car there. So I can show you. Car here matches up perfectly with this one. See? Which is really cool. That's a nice little touch. I feel like that's something you could miss very easily, so I'm glad I caught that.
What time is it now?
What time is it?
Time for summer.
Of course.
1, 2. 좀 미친 소리 같지만 난 내게 반했어.
Sing it, Soyeon!
눈으로 욕하지마 더 내게 빠졌어. Yeah.
Oh! Okay. Interesting. Let me show this to you guys. So starting from this frame here, we have all the girls get out of the car, they all kind of go their separate ways, and we get kind of like a very solo-focused, scene here on Soyeon. At least that's who we are expected to focus on. But what I'll show you guys is, I'm going to jump forward here, ahead a little bit, and I can show you, when we get to a certain part of the scene here, when we're still focused on Soyeon, you see Minnie walking in the background, actually. So even though the camera wants you to focus solely on Soyeon, if you look in the background, you're literally going to see Minnie walking. So let me jump to that scene for you real quick. So when you're at this scene here, if you pay close attention, this is crazy. You're going to see this little hat popping up behind this guy in a yellow shirt. And also, just for future reference, pay attention to where we're at here. Pay attention to this gray car, and pay attention to this little construction platform thing. I'm going to point out something about that here in a little bit. Just keep that in your minds. But if you pay attention right here to this hat, and we keep going forward, if I press the right thing, now if we actually do what I was trying to do, if we go forward here, you're going to see this figurine come through. And as we keep going, oh look, it's Minnie! And if we play through the rest of it, she just walks through, the whole way through, towards the back, up until this scene. And then you can see that she's right here, walking across the whole entire way. And then what's wild is when we jump to her scene, right here, remember I told you to pay attention to that gray car? Here's the gray car, and there's the platform, which is wild because it's like she jumped backwards in time, because she was walking past that area to what we see is like a green car there kind of next to the car that Soyeon is talking into, or I guess we're singing into, and you can see these TVs in the background. So it's crazy is like, it gets crazier than this. So we'll go into mini scene now. So let's go back here where we live off with Soyeon. We're gonna jump into mini scene. So notice something here. There's the TVs, and we're gonna spin around. And there's the green car. And I can show you for reference, just so we can see, I'm going to go back and I'll show you guys the green car and the TVs you see in the exact same shot with Soyeon. So see, now we're back here. There's those TVs again, and then there's the green car from Soyeon's shot. So you can see here, Soyeon shot, and then we got mini shot. And then, of course, like I said, if we keep going through, we'll see the green car. What kind of teleportation was this, Minnie? You were at one side singing and dancing, and then now you're teleporting to the part where you walked to during Soyeon's part. What is happening here? What? That's just, wow, that's some crazy camera work there or something. I don't know. Oh, I love Uki so much. That was really deep for her. Oh my gosh. Wow, Uki. I mean, I know you have a deep vocal, but that was really deep, and I love how full they made it sounding too. And I almost kind of feel like they might have done some layering with her vocal there to make it sound very powerful in that moment, even though it was very focused on her deeper vocal. That's really fucking cool. And if you pay attention, right here, if we go back to the scene, they're doing their choreography in front of the traffic that they were in originally. Because you can, I noticed some of these signs and whatnot. So there's this sign that we could see from the first part. There's this sign for like this hospital that you can see that was in that original first shot too. And then Klaxon, I'll get to a point here in a second as to why this is all going to tie together. God, it's such a good song.
Hit the Klaxon. Hit the Klaxon.
So if you listen, so I'll explain the connection to the verse first, and then I'll explain the connection to the music production aspect of it. So within the lyrics, you hear them say, honk, honk, hit the Klaxon. And at the end here, I'll show you real quick. So right here, Uki's going to say, honk. Well, I think she says before, but in this moment, we're cutting a part where it's like, hit the Klaxon. So watch.
Hit the Klaxon.
And there's a horn sound. And you might be thinking, well, Tyler, why did they do that? Well, Klaxon is actually defined as an electric horn. So they literally are playing this electric horn, which essentially in this case, I should say, is a car horn. And so they're literally saying exactly what the song is telling them to do. Hit the Klaxon, hit the horn. And it matches so well with the scenery because look where they're at. They're in heavy traffic. And where more would you hear honking like furiously and really loud than in heavy traffic because people are pissed off. They want to get to where they're trying to get to and whatnot, and they're stuck in traffic. So just it all ties together so perfectly. And now what I'll show you though later on, I don't want to show it now because I've been talking a lot and I want to keep getting the music video progressing. But I'll show you later on how it connects to the music also in the chorus. So let's just keep going. Let's keep going.
Yeah, open car 타고 drive는 어때? When no people slice girls, 들고 okay. 딱 봐도 그 여잔 불건.
That's a really cool shot just right there, real quick, where you can see this interesting and really awesome kind of change up in the point of view, where of course before it's just been a point of view of just like where they're at and their little scenery here, but this time now we've become like essentially the fuel tank cap, if you will, and we're being like in the viewpoint of that, and of course why does that make sense? Because they're at the gas station, duh. I mean it's something so tiny, but it's just a nice little change up in like the video, and like I guess the way they're shooting the video, from just like seeing it all scenery to like, oh hey, here's point of view from the gas tank because we're at the gas station now. It's just cool. I don't know, maybe you guys don't think that's cool, but I think it is. Just little things. Also that wing, come on. Oh, Minnie. Or Minnie, Mion, my bad. Ooh, beautiful transition here. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. This is so cool. Here we are looking at, Soyeon, I can't get anybody's names right now, Shua's phone, and we're looking at what looks to be a picture of their Instagram. And it's just a picture of, I think, if I remember correctly, this is Uki on the beach. But if we notice, we're going to actually use this picture to transition into that scene of her on the beach. Watch, it's so cool. Woo! Hell yeah! Such an interesting vocal, like, that's so interesting for her to it's such an interesting little vocal change up. Like, she's really been, like, just really improving her vocals, I feel like, these last few comebacks, and just really experimenting with different stuff, in terms of just, like, what can she, like, really kind of give us differently, if you will, you know, that we don't really usually hear from her. And I think it's also a testimony towards Soyeon's ability to know her vocal very well and what she can do, you know, and also kind of push her a little bit. Let's test your vocal abilities here, Uki. Let's see what you can do, you know? Gosh, Miyeon looks gorgeous in this video. I mean, they all do. But Miyeon's stealing my heart right now. Oh, don't give her a cowboy hat.
Hey, I love you. I want you to interview. Yeah, 난 너의 완벽한 but true lover. Hey, I love you. I want you to interview. Yeah, 난 너의 완벽한 but true lover.
That's really nice there, because if you really focus on the vocals there, you can notice that, like, the main vocal is obviously Miyeon. Minnie here is the main vocal here throughout the song. And then you can really pay attention here and see that the rest of the girls kind of come in as the backing vocals, and it fills out everything in the spectrum of, you know, how a song is presented. You know, you want to fill out as much space as possible. So even though Minnie is the main part, filling in that space with the backing vocals from the girls and spreading them out really wide, it feels super full, which is what you want in a song. You want a song to feel full the entire way through, even when it's mainly focused on the vocals. So if you go back here, just one, also them throwing their clothes off, like what? Like, what? But let's watch again. Right here, it's just Minnie. Boom, fuller again. Or yeah, so cool. I love that part so much, because like I've said before, Uki is known for her deep vocals, and for her to come in this very moment and really give us a powerful, higher note registered belt almost from her is so cool. And like I said, it's a testimony to how much she's really, like, pushing her vocals to her limit and being able to really show us what she's fully capable of. And I think we even saw that in her solo that she gave us before his comeback. My goodness. But wait. Now, I want to hear the high note again. Let's do it again. Hang on. Oh, so good. Klaxon. This is such a good song. It's perfect for summer. It's fun, catchy. I know there's still a little bit left at the end here, but I'm going to show you, of course, the connection of Klaxon to the production, like I said I was going to do. So if we're here in this part I've kind of skipped to is the part where they go ooh 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 ooh. And so, if you pay attention here, in between each of those, you get a honk sound, which is going in time back to that klaxon of honking a horn. And what's cool about that is like amongst the production and the vocals there, they've almost mixed it in there so casually that you almost miss it. But it's a beautiful way of tying the music production of the song into what the actual song is about too. So I'm going to play here, and I'll show you every time after the ooh, ooh, that was terrible, ooh, 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 then the ha ha, I believe is what they do, something like that. I can't remember exactly, but you'll hear it. I'll show you. That's what it is. Honk, honk. Hit the klaxon. Yeah.
Hit the klaxon.
We'll do it here too. Very defined there, obviously. Hit the klaxon. Also, why is the car running away? What the heck? Like, oh shit, I'm pressing it way too many times. Oh my gosh. Stop. I got spacebar happy. Anyways, oh my gosh, guys, what a fun, amazing summer track from these ladies. I love how just much of a genius Soyeon is in terms of like the ability for her to give us such a just instant classic of a summer hit for us to all enjoy and listen to. And I love how smart Soyeon is in terms of being able to connect everything together, and especially to even more so test the vocals of these girls once again. I mean, I think that Uki was tested more, I think, this song than the other girls, because of her like really doing some high notes in this song here and there, and her little like vocal flips that she was doing when she was on the beach scene. But overall, I mean, these girls are constantly always evolving and constantly giving us new stuff that is just top tier 4th gen music for us. I mean, honestly, these girls just don't disappoint. They really like, since Soyeon has kind of really taken over these girls, they've just been on top, and every comeback we've gotten has been just absolutely phenomenal in every aspect. Oh my gosh. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please take the time to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course, I will go ahead and drop my G-IDLE reactions playlist for you guys over here to check out the stuff that you might have missed from me in the past. And more than anything, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, guys, bye!